Blue Jays Curly went in. And then, yeah, so we'll switch it up a little bit.
Stadium. He's tinkered with his grip when he came over to the Blue Jays, but that's exactly where you want to be with that pitch. With 2 strikes, need a young hitter to chase.
2 down, and here's Henry Davis. On the corner for a strike, 0-1. Boy, is he making pitches.
He was missing so many of those changeups last start. Arm side way off the plate away to righties.
All Skeens giving up a home run to lead off the bottom of the first to George Springer. That is the only run of the ball game thus far. This one lying down the left field line, and it is foul.
That sinker out just enough that Davis came around, and you see just keep hooking. And it's going to hook off the bat of a right-handed hitter. It's another case of speeding them up, and man, the last time I said this, he came back with a slow breaker for the strikeout. I'm guessing something soft here.
The 1-2. Hopped up. Shallow left center. It is, in fact, Jimenez, the shortstop, who backs up a little bit to make the catch. And that is 12 in a row set down by Patrick Corbin. It is still 1-0 Blue Jays as we get an update with Brad Fay.
Dan, the in-game tracker brought to you by Bet365. The Cubs have lost 6 straight hosting the Astros on this day. Christian Walker had himself a day. Top of the first one on. That's going to clear the Ivy for his 12th. It's 2-0 Astros early. Bottom of the first, Kai Wei Tang's going to ring up Michael Busch. To the top of the fourth, Walker again. Same pitcher, Colin Ray. Same result, almost the same place. They had to review this one. It was not a Bartman. It counted. It's 3-0 Houston. Bottom of the fifth, Tang going to work. Strikes out the side. Michael Conforto. Then Seiya Suzuki. Finally, Miguel Amaya as he sits down the side and keeps that 3-0 lead to the bottom of the eighth. Enrico, in-game tracker brought to you by Bet365. Home with a 5-run early payout. Download the app today.
So, tell me what you want, what you really want.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really want.
Subway's new wannabe spicy menu. From mild to wild to wicked. All freshly prepared on new ghost pepper bread. How spicy do you want to be?
When money's personal, your bank should be too. RBC is built for real life with 150 years of proven performance to help make your next idea happen. Because your money isn't the whole story. You are. Whoa.
Are you a Rogers customer? It's Canada's winning inning this inning. When the Blue Jays get a hit, you can win amazing prizes courtesy of Rogers Beyond the Sea. 1-0 Blue Jays out hitting the Pirates 4-3. It'll be Lenine, Sosa, Tyler Heineman, and George Springer to face Skeens here in the fifth. Sosa with a ground ball to short his first time up. Has not been the sharpest version of himself. The command is usually elite for Skeens. It's been good, not great so far here today. That's into the knees, 2-1. Walked to batter with the first, which is a rarity for him, has fallen behind a number of others. Fouled off, 2-2.
Come on.
Oilers team comes in a game over 500, but they're still in last in the ultra-competitive National League Central. Right now, the Reds are a half game ahead of them. Milwaukee is back on top. They have overtaken the Cardinals and the Cubs in the last week and a half or so.
Go on, Blue Jays.
Miles Straw not in the lineup. Figures to get in there at some point later on. Had a very nice moment off the bench in last night's game. One that was actually highlighted in the pregame meeting. Remember Straw stealing third when the third baseman for the Pirates, Gonzalez, came in, crashed because there might have been a bunt attempt. Straw saw him run in and just raced to second, raced to third, and got there without a throw. Sosa will ground out to third. Again, Straw doesn't get the most playing time on this team, but he's a very high IQ player who helps them in a lot of different ways.
He's that little wild card. You can start him if you need to, if it's a lefty on the mound, if you need to pitch run, if you need him to go in for defense, and when he gets his at-bats, he'll give you what he can. Lottie tried to get some advice from Ed when we had Jose here yesterday. They were together with the bobblehead giveaway.
Here's Tyler Heineman. That looked pretty good, but no challenge from Davis, and it's called high, ball one.
And that could just be you're at the bottom of the order. Still only the fifth inning. If you're the catcher, Davis, maybe you feel like it's the 9 here. You can get him out without help from the ABS. That's where you pick your spots.
They lost both of theirs relatively early last night, so that's part of the thought process. Leverage again, as always, or should always be part of the thought process. Both teams with both of theirs remaining right now. Out of play. Another close game. The Blue Jays have played so many of them lately. Even last night's was close until the 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. This one looks like it'll find the seats, and it will. It's 2-2.
And even at bats like this, just keep grinding the starting pitchers. Just keep trying to foul balls off and keep it going. Bubba Chandler, different look last night. He's a little bit more erratic. Walks could be an issue, so you got to zone him into the strike zone. With Skeens, you're trying to zone him right in the middle of the zone where you can do some of your damage.
Heineman reaches for it. He got to it, but he pulled it out to second for a ground ball. 2 down. The changeup really ran away from him. Top of the order, George Springer. First inning, Springer was victorious with a home run. Third inning, it was Skeens with a strikeout. And a called strike. Looked like George was loaded up for a swing there, but decided against it on that splitter.
The changeup's about 88 that Heineman just rolled over that ground ball. The splitter's like 93. It looks like a sinking fastball right there.
Foul ball out of play, 0-2. Springer now, in the last 6 games, he's had at least 1 hit in all of them, including a double and 3 homers. He is starting to heat up Great news for the Blue Jays at the top of the order. But it's funny, like Springer's getting hot and Okamoto's gone ice cold.
Okamoto kind of was the only one hot for a little while there.
Yeah. Getting a day today.
Skeens has that low arm angle, and I think that's why he gets so much of that arm side run. A lot of those pitches.
Into left center.
Oh,
Well hit ball.
Wow, ball.
It'll split the outfielders and go to the wall, and Springer's got himself a double.
Second base. Let's go.
George's third look at Skeens, and maybe the Blue Jays lineup can get rolling here against the Pirates right-hander. Seeing him for the third time, this is a good pitch by Skeens. It's out on the outside corner, but George is able to cover it, drilling it into the left center gap.
5 extra base hits now in his last 6 games. A 2-out double, and here's Marshall, who has walked and flied out. And a strike over the inside edge, it's 0-1.
That's home run. That is a home run. Oh, he's got it.
Room a few feet in front of the wall for out number 3. 1-0 Blue Jays after 5.
Doc was just an incredible worker, great teammate, probably the best pitcher the franchise has ever had.
You have one of the best pitchers to ever step on the rubber right in front of you.
I called the mad scientist. He was out there just dissecting guys.
The doctor is definitely back.
He was a surgeon. He was the best.
He had something, man. Roy had something.
Where will you be on June 8th for the Roy Halladay Replica Retro Jersey giveaway?
Hey, Roadrunner, you're one fast bird.
Well, I drink Red Bull.
But you do realize...
Yes, Red Bull gives you wings, but I'm scared of heights.
You make it through security so fast, the agents applaud. When it comes to travel.
I just mute the adverts. Just in case they get copyrighted. Everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. Where are we all from in the world? What country are we all from? If you don't mind sharing. I have 4 amazing people in here. Appreciate you stopping being here. It'd be amazing if you could hit that like button. It is free now. Make sure you do hit that like. It will help the stream. Here we go, back.
A pair of World Series replica rings. Get your tickets in the next 24 hours, and you can also win a trip to see the Blue Jays in Philly. Then on June 14th, you can take home over $635,000. Visit bluejays.com/5050 to get tickets now from Alberta, New Brunswick, Ontario, or Nova Scotia. Dan?
And a thank you, top 6, a pitcher's duel, 1-0 Blue Jays. Patrick Corbin now facing the top of the order for the 3rd time. Nick Gonzalez, a ground out and a fly out. Corbin through 5 has given up just 3 hits, all singles, has not walked a batter, and he has struck out 6. We have talked about how he's been between 18 and 23 batters in every game. He's at 18 now. Braden Fisher is up. Again, 3rd time through the order is a thing in baseball this year, and John Schneider wants to have a guy ready just in case he needs a guy.
He faced 20 batters in his last start at Yankee Stadium, and it was because Ben Rice was right up there. That's when he faced him in the 2-hole. That was his 20th batter, and that was it.
Ahead 1-2. Now to play right side.
Brian Reynolds in the 3-hole, the switch hitter, he's been better against left-handers. So you wonder if that's the spot that Braden Fisher is tuning up for. If not, go for it.
A chase there from Gonzalez, 2-2. Gonzalez, Griffin, Reynolds here in the 6th. Pitch count not an issue. Corbin has been efficient at 74 right now. He has thrown 84 or more on 3 different occasions. Got him. Strikeout number 7 as we check in with Art.
Well, Patrick Corbin isn't going to outstuff you, which is why he has to outpitch you, and that includes evenly mixing and matching with his entire arsenal. These are his usage numbers coming into this 5th inning. Look at that, between 13 and 18 pitches with the top 4 in his arsenal, and his sequence to Nick Gonzalez there. Sinker, cutter, 4-seamer, slider.
It has been good stuff. Good mixing, good location. The entire afternoon thus far for Patrick Corbin. Griffin 0 for 2 on a fly ball to center and a ground ball to short. Not a lot to cheer about so far today if you are a Pirates fan. But there's a lot of baseball still to be played in a close game here. That's a foul ball off the foot of Griffin. And he is hobbling.
He's done such a good job. Corbin has the 4-seamer up, the cutter like that one coming into a righty. So now you've got the conscious hard up, hard in. He's used the sinker away. The changeup's been better today. Down and away from the righty. So really moving things all around, and he's always got the slider.
He's gotten 14 swings and misses today. That's a big number for a guy who's not overpowering. And he's gotten multiple swings and misses on the cutter, slider, sinker, and changeup, all 4 of them.
That's very impressive.
Out front 0-2. And a ground ball up the middle. Sosa. On to Guerrero. They get Griffin by a step for out number 2.
But when you take the changeup away from him, and I mean take it away from him, he didn't have it in that last start against the Yankees. He's a very different pitcher. When you have that weapon right there, a lot of easy outs, soft contact outs.
7 strikeouts today. That's a season high. 5 2/3 innings to this point. That matches a season high. Brian Reynolds, the batter. A base hit and a strikeout. That cutter in good spots.
So good.
Schemes pitching well. Corbin maybe pitching even a little bit better. He's set down 14 in a row, but that streak will end here on a base hit up the middle by Reynolds.
Get first base. Reynolds. Pirates at first place.
Well, he's been in such a groove, and as we said, Reynolds hits lefties better than righties, and he's feeling pretty comfortable right here, trying to come inside. Didn't quite get it where he wanted, and that sinker stayed more middle.
Took a swipe at him, it came up empty. 2 down with a man on now, and the batter is Marcell Ozuna, and Corbin has struck him out twice. Once looking, once swinging. Center field, Sanchez can't get it.
Missed it.
Reynolds is around third and on his way to the plate, and the Pirates tie it.
Pirates have leveled it. It's 1-0. Sanchez misses it by miles there.
Sinker down in the zone, not a bad pitch at all. First pitch to Ozuna, but he stays on it. He's able to drive it hard into right center. Sanchez was tracking it, but not able to get there.
You should have caught that. All day long, you should have caught that.
Paul Skeens is excited about it as anybody on the Pittsburgh side. This is a brand new ball game now, tied at 1. And here's Spencer Horwitz. Just off the outside corner, ball 1. Horwitz and a base hit in the second, grounded out in the 4th.
Help this one out.
Grounds it down to Guerrero unassisted to retire the side. The Pirates, though, have tied it. It's 1-1 going to the bottom of the sixth.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by Rogers Xfinity. Get on Canada's most reliable internet. Learn more at rogers.com/Xfinity.
How's that JMPB? You too? Why do you say it in reverse? Things are better in reverse. What? You don't like the moonwalk? See ya.
Chevy Silverado. And a family weekend. And no time to waste. And available Super Cruise. The only hands-free towing tech on the road. So you can go big. And go home feeling more relaxed.
The offer you've been waiting for is here. During the Chevrolet 0% event, get 0% financing on select 2026 models and terms. Hurry to your nearest dealership now.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hey man, how much money did you make? You can tell me, I'm a national treasure. Okay. Look, I get it, we're Canadian. We don't like to talk about money. Because money isn't just money, it's your freedom. And when money's personal, your bank should be too. RBC is built for real life, with 150 years of proven performance. You deserve banking that's personal, because your money isn't the whole story. You are. Whoa.
Pirates, Blue Jays, tomorrow on Sportsnet.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Beyond the Baselines meeting rooms at Rogers Center offer a bold new way to meet and inspire. With a variety of room styles designed for everything from client presentations to strategy sessions, there's a space suited for every type of meeting with a blend of professional comfort with unmistakable ballpark energy. For more information, visit bluejays/meetingrooms.com.
Thank you, Anna. To the bottom of the sixth in a 1-1 tie. Here's Guerrero 0 for 2 against Stevens.
It's Suns right now. Blue Jays hit with Glenn.
Jumps out in front 0-1. Guerrero, Piñango, and Sanchez. Each of Piñango and Sanchez has a double off Skeens today.
Oh, damn it.
You know, there have been times in many games this year, in fact, Joe, where the Blue Jays have had a lot of singles,
Okay. Where's the remote?
but not a lot of extra base hits. Last night,
No, we're not. I'll wait. I don't know the controls. Where's he gone?
they only had 5 hits, but 4 of them were
Yeah, I'm gonna have to refresh this.
for extra bases. Same thing today. 5 hits, 4 of them for extra bases.
Alright, so bro, welcome in. I appreciate it.
Just 1 run so far, though. That on the Springer homer to lead off the bottom of the first.
You get that, bro. Don't worry about it, bro.
Where the Blue Jays have had a lot of singles, but not a lot of extra base hits. Last night they only had 5 hits, but 4 of them were for extra bases. Same thing today. 5 hits, 4 of them for extra bases. Just 1 run so far, though. That on the Springer homer to lead off the bottom of the first. Patrick Corbin, if this is the end, if that was the end, he's probably disappointed to give up that run on the 6th, but what an outstanding job he has done today.
6 innings, 1 run. I think you'd have taken that going into today against Paul Skeens.
Taken. The sweeper misses outside, 2-2.
Hold on the batting throws here.
Fisher was up during the top of the 6th, but is not throwing now. We'll see if he gets back up. Is he coming back in? Or, I mean, from the looks of that, maybe Corbin's only game. I don't know. I'm wavering. When they go to the front bench, then they're usually...
Stay on the back bench when you're in the game, you
front
think?
bench usually means out. There's a
Oh, one ball, Guerrero. What a ball. Second half.
Well, Vladdy's just punched this ball the other way and continue to get pitch stuff. Those sinkers are running down. You're dealing with the sweepers. He takes this one into right field.
You will. That rubbish, bro. Rubbish be right.
Go ahead.
promise, bro, you will. We'll hit that 50 subs soon, bro.
Takes this one into right field.
Go ahead run at first to lead off the bottom of the sixth, and here's Piñango. Double in the first and grounded out in the fourth. Triola, the third baseman, in even with a bag. Now a step closer than that even. This is line to center, and that's going to be base hit. Piñango having another good game. He is 2 for 3 here today. You know, we have talked about third time through the order, and that is a real thing in Major League Baseball, and all pitchers affected differently by it. But so far this year, the difference for Skeens, first 2 times through and then third time through, is really, really big, and they are 3 for 4 third time through so far today.
And starting with Swingers double there in the fifth. Sanchez can't keep the ball rolling here.
You don't get many opportunities. You've got to take advantage of them. They are 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position today. They had a 2-out double in the first, a 1-out double in the fourth, a 2-out double in the fifth.
Oh, stop crossing you, fucker.
They are 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position today. They had a 2-out double in the first, a 1-out double in the fourth, a 2-out double in the fifth. And now they've got first and second, nobody out here in the sixth. An 0-2 count on Sanchez. Johan Ramirez now up in the Pirates pen. Skeens at 90 pitches at the moment. Johan Ramirez now up in the Pirates pen. Skeens at 90 pitches at the moment. So that look and nod and smile from Sanchez is, I think I know what you're doing, or is it, that was a pretty good pitch? It's hard to tell with him.
Well, he hit the breaking pitch, the sweeper that was way low for that double last time up, but now he's staying with the changeup and splitter.
Did he go around? Ooh, he did not, says Alex McKay down at third. Ooh, boy, they caught a break, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they caught a break.
I think Sanchez might have been on his way to the dugout before he saw the third base umpire.
Come on, Blue Jay. Come on,
He's in swing mojo.
Yeah, I mean, you almost have to be though, right? Just because of the variety of pitches that he can go to. You see the changeup and the splitter. He can go up top with a four-seamer. He continues to seem to go down with the off-speed pitches, though, to Sanchez.
Which could play into his hands.
Yeah.
1-2 again. Way inside. 2-2.
And that could just be a show pitch. Show him hard in to go back soft away, because it seems like that's how he wants to get him out.
About to throw pitch number 95. The most he's thrown in a game this year is 102. The 2-2 again. Down and in. It's full. Ernie Clement waiting.
Damn it, I think I lost it now. Oh, crap. Oh, I've lost it complete. whole set of channels now. I have to find it all again. Damn it. Right, fine, flick through all the channels. Fine, Canada. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That one. That one.
And here he is for his fourth plate appearance.
Everyone work now.
Dude, this is all.
There is a child whose past holds the key to the future of the galaxy.
Everything depends on him.
So do we run, or do we fight? Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu.
At Reliance, we believe in giving you an outstanding...
Right.
So do we run, or do we fight? Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu.
At Reliance, we believe in giving you an out...
So do we run, or do we fight?
Alright.
An acrobatic catch.
Alright, I lost it now, Jack.
Dude, this is all day.
Cavs fans everywhere right now. How about this inning from the Blue Jays? Single, double, single to knock Paul Skeens out of the game. It's 3-1. And with runners on the corners and nobody out, here's the right-hander, Yohan Ramirez.
Yohan Ramirez has pitched in 21 ball games, an ERA of 3.5, but he had a tough one earlier this month. Gave up 5 runs in just a third of an inning to the Diamondbacks, so that's really skewed his numbers. Lefty's hitting 229 against him, and his first one will be Andres Jimenez.
Sanchez at third, Clement at first. And a swing and a miss by Jimenez, who was 1 for 2 today. 9 hits for the Blue Jays today, the most given up in a game this season by Skeens. He had given up 7 once, 6 once, and all lower than that the other times. They have 9 hits today.
Let's go, Blue Jays.
Ground ball to short, and the Pirates will take the double play, but the Blue Jays will get another run as Sanchez scores. It's 4-1.
I'm a little surprised, Dan, that Connor Griffin chose to do this. You're already down 3-1 in the 6th. I'm not sure I'm giving away another run. Watch where this ball is hit. And you see Sanchez at third. He didn't break right away, but I'd be keeping a close eye now. I'm not sure I'd give up a run for 2 outs right there.
So double play ball, no RBI for Jimenez. Now 2 outs and the base is empty, but it is 4-1. Here's Lenine.
Blue Jays.
Oh, don't pressure me again, please.
Let's go, Blue Jays.
Challenge coming.
Let's go, Blue Jays.
Wait a minute. Did he not grant the challenge? Oh, and I think Don Kelly was somebody just got tossed. Maybe not Kelly. Somebody in the first base dugout got tossed. It sure looked like the catcher, Henry Davis, asked for a challenge. But Alan Porter may not have seen it. Tough to tell, but he did not grant a challenge. And that got some folks upset in the Pirates dugout, and somebody is done for the day.
Catcher is challenging the ball call.
Well, there is the challenge, so it wasn't granted immediately. And I'm guessing whoever got tossed maybe was upset that they didn't think it was going to be granted at all. This closer look is brought to you by Specsavers.
Call's overturned. Pittsburgh has 2 remaining.
And it is indeed a successful challenge. The only thing I saw was Don Kelly saying, "Who?"
Yeah.
Wondering who got tossed out of the game.
I think because he's saying, if he's pointing to him, I didn't say anything.
We will try to find out for you who it was. So it is 0-2 on Sosa. The appeal, he didn't go, ball 1. And the first base up, Willie Traynor just looking into the dugout. And now he's hearing it from Don Kelly. Kelly might be pointing at the third base up, Alex McKay. You can kind of see this building over the course of the afternoon.
He's not happy, Jack.
Kelly's running at third, saying you missed one there.
He is not happy at all.
You missed one over here on a
He is struggling with the officially.
Reporters calls, but you can kind of feel the water.
He is really kicking off. He is really kicking off.
Porter is pretty into this, and oftentimes you'd think umpires would try to de-escalate a little bit, but he was
really kicking off about this
when he did the first ejection. Then he went right back in there, so he must have kept hearing something. But Don Kelly certainly expressing his displeasure in some of the calls he's seen today.
So the end result is Don Kelly and somebody else got ejected. It's a successful challenge. A pitch ago, and now it's 1-2 on Sosa. Down and away. I do wonder, it did take a few seconds for Porter to grant the challenge, and that got somebody, that's what got somebody else tossed out.
That's where it all started.
But then he granted it.
Yeah.
But he didn't say right away, I got it. It didn't look like he did anyways. Now the inning is over. And it's on to the 7th. The Blue Jays get 3 runs in the inning. Braden Fisher is on his way in. Another big hit for Jesus Sanchez. And Ernie Clement followed up with one of his own. And the Blue Jays now enjoy a 3-run lead.
Here we go.
Conference final stretch time.
A few runs here. Running into the 7th inning now. Appreciate you all for dropping in. Make sure you all hit that like, subscribe. Much appreciated. Thank you all for joining. We've got lots more interesting stream coming on the way here inside the Siege Kingdom. Got some more motorbike trips coming in the next month or so. So we've got a Steam Rally on its way, whole weekend of Steam, like engines and classic cars, classic motorbikes. Basically anything vintage or classic will be there, so that'll be lots and lots of fun. So if you are interested in joining me on that journey, on that most of it will probably be videos and clips though, but if you want to join me across on there, then come and join me at Webster Steam Rally on the live and on the videos. It's going to be a good weekend, so stay tuned and look out for that. Anyway, let's get back into the back to Rogers Centre here.
Elite pitching deserves a spot on your shelf, so make sure this bobblehead is part of your lineup. Get your tickets now at bluejays.com/promotions. Dan?
And a thank you, new pitcher on the mound for the Blue Jays, Braden Fisher. When we last saw Fisher, it was the final game of the series at Yankee Stadium. He was the opener that night. And went an inning and a third. Got 4 outs, and he struck out all 4 of them. He comes on here in the 7th with the Blue Jays now up 4-1.
Very good outing for Fisher to get things going before Adamaco and Spencer Miles, but he also had a scoreless outing on Monday in New York. So 2 good appearances in the Bronx.
That's a little bit high, and it's 2-0 on Garcia. Jostenson Garcia, 1 for 2 today. That will just miss, and it's 3-0.
Jared, what's up, bro? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by, bro.
Fisher wants to sign again, and now we've got a pitch count issue.
Appreciate it, bro. Nice to see that, man. Appreciate it, bro. How are you doing?
And they need to replace him.
Watching and the Blue Jays versus Pirates. Got a good game by the Blue Jays tonight. Very impressed. How are you doing tonight, Jared?
Christopher Negron, the bench coach, is now the acting manager for the Pirates. With Don Kelly having been ejected from the game. There's Brandon Lau. He is on deck to pinch hit for Jared Triolo. Scherzer and Trey Savage. Savage will not pitch in the series. He should get the opening game of the series against the Marlins. After that unbelievable outing he had at Yankee Stadium a few days ago now. That's ball 4. A leadoff walk here in the top of the 7th.
If you haven't subscribed to Jared, please go subscribe to Jared. He's on the road to 6.
And right away, Pete Walker is on his way to the mound.
This has got a lot to do with Brandon Lau because this is a very dangerous bat that has had a lot of success against the Blue Jays, a very dangerous power bat.
And there's another guy out on the on-deck circle. O'Neill Cruz is going to pinch hit for Esmeralyn Valdez. So the Pirates rolling out their 2 big left-handed bats that were on the bench today here in the 7th inning. One of the home plate umpire looks like he is updating his notes as to who's in the game, who is out of the game, maybe who got ejected from the game, if he's a little behind on what's going on the note taking.
Hey, Shirley, appreciate you stopping by, bro. I've got 2 separate
now everybody is ready to go.
Game rooms separately.
The first pitch to Lau, way high.
Brandon Lau is dangerous against anything, but I think the Fisher breaking balls that he throws so much is your better option against Lau. So I don't anticipate him getting beat by a fastball against Fisher. Staying with the breaking pitches.
They're trying to lead by 4 runs to 1.
Must have gotten it done.
Wow, another issue with pitch count. Now they're okay?
No, that man is
looks like they're okay. Something's going on though. Maco's getting up. 5 pitches, 5 balls thrown by Braden Fisher so far.
They're going old school. They're going to the fingers.
Go.
Pitch count's still not working. That's a slider.
How do you know?
1's a fastball, 2's a curve, 3's a slider. If I wiggle my fingers, it's a changeup. If I wiggle my 1 finger, it's a sinker. If I hold it still, it's a 4-seamer. Oh, we got it working again.
Now back to pitch count, at least for this pitch. Yes, he did. It used to be so much fun to follow along because you could see the signs from the catchers, but the guys on the other team could see the signs from the catchers, and everybody's trying to get any advantage they can get. So pitch count came in to try to reduce the chances of teams knowing what's coming.
And it even got to the point where catchers were giving multiple signs as if there was a runner on second, with only a runner on first base for that reason.
Top going to allow 1 and 2. 2-2. Our best guess, and I know we talk about this every day, as to who may not be available out of the Blue Jays bullpen today would be Louis Varlin and Mason
I have 21 people in here last night.
It's not a lock, it's just a guess. Go up. 2-2 is bounce foul.
Foul ball. 5 here in here. Thanks, much appreciate it.
This is a one-way conversation.
This is.
Trey?
Yeah. Trey's nodding.
Trey? Yeah. There's some knowledge coming out of that. Soaking it in.
Swinging a miss, and Fisher gets a big out by striking out loud.
And there is the curveball. He just kept peppering them with the breaking pitches, mostly sliders, mixed in the curve as well. But that has to be the plan of attack against Brandon Lau, and they got him.
And I'm wondering, because Tyler Heineman just had a new pitch count transmitter brought out to him. I wonder if Alan Porter said, you can get a new one after the batter. Enough with the delays in the middle of an at-bat. Maybe not, but one was just rushed out to Heineman. Here's O'Neal Cruz to pinch hit for Esmeralyn Valdez.
Cheers, everybody.
So Don Kelly said earlier today it was just a rest day and trying to reset O'Neal Cruz. A lot of strikeouts, and he's a big guy, and you see this with big guys a lot of times with the long levers. There can be a lot of swing and miss when they're not right.
And because he's a big guy, that's a strike.
It's not a strike on everyone.
Strike!
When you're 6'7", that's at the top of the zone, close enough to get called a strike.
He's 6'7".
Swing and a miss and a curve, 0-2.
6'7".
80 strikeouts in 226 plate appearances for Cruz. 80 strikeouts the most for anybody in the major leagues.
And I don't think it's worth going on top of the fastball to set up another breakable. I didn't go right back to it after that swing.
Strike 3 call.
No challenge.
Second strikeout.
Again, borderline, could have been a little bit high, but no challenge, and that is out number 2.
I mean, he is a big guy, and that breaking ball from Fisher is coming in high, but you think at this point in the game, yeah, maybe we would have won the challenge.
Back-to-back strikeouts against
Come on,
the
Blue
Jays.
Jays.
And here's the number 9 hitter, Henry Davis. Ground ball to short. And on the second to force the lead runner in. A very nice recovery after the leadoff walk by Ray Fisher.
Double play. Go down. Double play for the Pirates.
They say painting is an art form. The artist must know how.
So going into the 8th inning, and it's Toronto 4 and the Pirates 1. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. What's everyone up to over the weekend? And whatever you are doing, I hope you have a good time, and I appreciate you all for stopping by tonight. Obviously, we're on the road to the 7:20, well, 7:30 subs right now. Much appreciate you all being here. And if you are new around here, please hit that like and subscribe to help us reach that 7:30 goal. And we have a lot of plans for future streams coming up over the next few months. the future of streams coming up, I can say now, is we've got official more motorbike streams on the way. We go into a steam rally, which basically is like retro, like engines that we used to run on the coal and steam, and then like they've got classic cars and classic motorbikes and all that. I'll go in there in the middle of June, so if you want to stop by then, I will, when I know the exact dates, I will post a about it, and while like post that little stream. I'll go live at some point while I'm there, and then obviously I'll try and make some videos as well while I'm there as well. So if you want to join me down at Rumsted Steam Rally, come and join me. It's going to be a good one. Here we go for the 7th thing now. Oh, he's hit it for hard run. The Pirates take Gallagher. Sir, the hard run by Toronto. 5 runs for Toronto. 100 miles an hour. 500 feet. Wow. 500 feet. 100 miles an hour. It has some height on that ball. That was a good ball. Very good ball.
Maybe it's the haircut.
5-1 Toronto. 500 meters in the air. 100 miles an hour. What a hit. That was a strike. Absolute strike. 500 meters, 100 miles an hour. What a strike. What an absolute strike. 5 runs to Toronto.
And I think his teammates are as
Let's go, Blue Jays.
for himself. As you say, it has been kind of a season-long struggle.
Let's go, Blue Jays.
2-0, the count on Springer. A number of defensive changes for the Pirates after the pinch hitting. Cruz stays in center. Lau stays in at second. Garcia has moved to right. Gonzalez has moved to third.
Let's go, Blue Jays. Good ball, Springer. Good ball, Springer. Good ball.
And they're going to get Springer on that play. Lau showing a lot of range over on the other side of second base and getting enough on the throw to get him.
Well, what a play by Brandon Lau. He had a long way to go to his right. A little jump off balance throw to give Horwitz a pretty good hop at first base to get Springer.
Let's go, Blue Jays.
First out here in the bottom of the 7th, and it'll bring up Dalton Varsho.
Almost go ahead,
He was 0 for 2 with a walk.
Almost go ahead.
And in his last at bat of the 15
It's a
game
no-show.
Scenes, just
It's
get
it.
one out of here.
Go on. It's it. Strike.
Both bullpens are busy right now. Evan Sisk, a left-hander, is up for the Pirates. And it looks like it'll be Yariel Rodriguez in the 8th inning for the Blue Jays. Went after it, 1-2. Varsho frustrated, he went after it.
He's pounding his front hip, I think reminding himself to stay in there. You can see him pulling off of that pitch, and sometimes when you miss a pitch by that much,
Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's go, Blue Jays.
First home run of the year for Tyler Heineman.
Come on.
Down and to right to
Let's go, Blue Jays! Let's go, Blue Jays! Let's go,
Ramirez has it. And he'll retire Varsho with 2 down. The closing line on Paul Skeens and the Blue Jays with those 4 consecutive hits, getting 3 runs off him.
Let's go, Blue Jays!
Being a pest, passing the baton, making him work. Good quality at bats today for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, he had a little trouble throwing his first pitch strikes and getting ahead. Didn't have that ton of swing and miss type stuff. He was just okay, and I think a part of that is credit to some of the approaches at the plate. Got him to that 3rd time in the order. That's been an issue for him this year, and boy, did they ever capitalize on that.
Guerrero is 1 for 3. Singleton scored in the 6th.
Good ball, Guerrero. Good ball. Good ball.
Gonzalez and roll down the line. Vladdy, a big turn, and now heading back to the bag at first. He is aboard.
He managed to get first base. Good ball, Vladdy. Good ball.
With an infield hit, his second
So, in the middle of the 7th inning, Toronto lead by 5 runs to 1.
He's getting to first. He's like, okay, you're right here, but you round first, and this is the right thing to do. You want to round first very aggressively, pick up the baseball, and then put on the brakes if needed.
And that is going to be all for Ramirez. Another pitching change here for the Pirates as the lefty Sisk will come in with Piñango coming up.
I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head
Eat the street. Move it like a minute. Oh, it's so hot in here. Unbelievably hot in here.
We've maximized space for up to 35 bags of groceries and created the adaptable fridge-to-freezer drawer. We'll always put your family first.
Hope everyone's, like I said before, I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. I'm much appreciable for being here. I have a lot of content on its way here inside the CH Kingdom, so stay tuned. I have a lot of planned live streams that I'm going to do over the next month or so. So if you are interested in some road trips on the motorbike, then stay tuned. We are off to a steam rally, like a classic car motorbike festival sort of thing. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, stay tuned for that. I'm going to go and try and explore a little bit more of some local park areas. See if we can find some more interesting ornaments or anything sort of interesting around there. Yeah. So we've got a lot planned over the next course of a month or so, and going to, after I've done this live stream here, I'm going to get our creators 201 episode special ready, as we're going to do a pre-recorded live stream. And I will be in a live stream. Obviously the live stream will be pre-recorded, so if you want to be tuning for that, please do so. I will be in the chat at that time.
Throw behind him and we'll get him at second base. He is suggesting,
and Toronto
was that a look at it, or was that an I was out?
I think they wanted to look at it. He thinks he did the old swim move.
Let's see if they challenge. Nope, they will not. So Guerrero is out. The inning is over. It's 5-1 going to the 8th, and we've got a Blue Jays Central update.
Going into the 8th inning now. So yeah, if you guys want to tune in for the Arc Raiders best moments, funny moments, failed moments, please do so, because it's going to be a banging stream. I'm going to do it for Tuesday, possibly tomorrow night. It's going to be a good stream. I just need to get it all edited into a video. I'll be in the stream myself, but obviously it will be pre-recorded content. So I'll be muted on the stream. I will just be in the chat responding to everybody. So that's the way I'm gonna control the stream, because obviously it's gonna be a pre-recorded, because it's X live streams, X videos, all in one live stream. I'm not sure how long the live stream will be, but if you want to tune in for that, please do so tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm not too sure when I think I'll do it, but definitely it's going to come up soon. So I appreciate you all for being here as always. Going into the 8th inning here, Toronto are leading by 5-1. Let's go Blue Jays! Yeah, just much appreciate you all for being here. I could not do it. I would not dream of doing. I could not dream of any of you being here right now. Like, genuinely, I'm so blessed that I have you all here. I am so blessed that you are all here. Much appreciated, everybody. Salute to every single one of you. 720, I think 6 of you currently right now, might be more. So I'm going to say 26 plus of you. I salute to all of you from across the world. I appreciate you all being here inside the CH Kingdom. I am so impressed and grateful that you are all here, supporting me every single way possible. We're going into the 8th inning here in Toronto at the Rogers Center.
For 4 runs on a couple of homers.
We just had a 5-3 lead in that Monday night game 1 of the series against the Yankees.
Rogers Center, here we are. We're live in Toronto. And he's out, #1 for the Pirates.
Good sticker there from Yariel, running in on the hands of the right-handed batter.
Here's Connor Griffin, 0 for 3. And a slider taken down and away, ball 1.
A lot of sinkers and sliders to right-handed batters, mixing the four-seamer as well. Very occasional splitter, but sinkers in, sliders away for the most part.
Challenge from Heineman.
Catcher is challenging the ball call.
Tyler got a pretty good idea of the top of the zone.
Ooh. By a sliver.
Calls on return. Toronto has 2 remaining.
I'll tell you, home run and a successful challenge, that's a good day.
Have a day, Tyler. You get accustomed to catching those balls at the top of the zone, and you're accustomed to bringing them down, making them look good, but you get a feel for the size of the hitter and where that pitch is. He was right.
Let's go Blue Jays! Let's go Blue Jays!
That's one of the better swings I think we've seen from Connor Griffin in these 2 days, and you don't want to be leaving too many.
Anyone hasn't subscribed to my boy Jared, please hit that subscribe across to him. Much appreciated. He is on the road to 620 subs now, guys. Let's try and get him there.
Splitter that's fouled off. Patrick Corbin, 6 outstanding innings today. A run on 5 hits, didn't walk a batter, struck out a season-high 7. Braden Fisher working a scoreless 7th. Now Rodriguez in the 8th. Bounced it in 2-2. Pete Walker looks like getting somebody else up. Again, we believe that Louis Varland and Mason Fluharty may both be unavailable today due to recent usage. So we'll see how John Schneider tries to piece it together.
Let's go Blue Jays!
Louis working 2 innings last night, and after the 8th inning, evidently came into the dugout as Matt goes up again. That kind of tells you Fluharty's down today, and evidently came into the dugout after the 8th and just looked at John Schneider and said, I want it, it's mine. And so Schneider gave him 2 innings, so you lock up that game, but you know you're not going to have him today, but you try to win the game that you're playing right there.
And that's where the offense can really help a pitching staff. The more you can score runs and add to your lead, you don't necessarily have to use those leverage guys.
Let's go, Blue Jays!
2 in the last 3 days, not yesterday.
Come on, Toronto!
See how available one of them might be as well.
Right, that boy.
May not need them.
Rufus. Terrible strike, right? Terrible.
The 3-2 again. Up and in. A fastball that ran on him, and it's ball 4.
Catch every pitch with Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network and best 5G Plus network. Rogers, we got you.
1 on, 1 out here in the 8th. The Blue Jays try to
Let's go, Blue
Jays!
Jays!
Do that. It will be
Go
their
on,
longest
Toronto.
winning streak of the season.
Come on!
Here's Brian
5-1
now batting
in the
from the
8th
left
inning
side.
here in Rogers Center,
In this
in
game,
downtown Toronto.
as he looks at call strike 1.
Toronto are all over the Pirates here. Absolutely all over them. And Sider's looking like he is in control of this game, because he is. As always. That's a good hit by the Pirates, but it's a foul ball. Let's go, Blue Jays!
Pitching has been a real story lately. In the 3rd game of the series against the Yankees, gave up 1 run, shut them out in the last game, only gave up 2 runs last night. They've only given up 1 here today. The throw down is not in time. It'll be kept on the infield, so no further advance, but Connor Griffin has his 12th stolen base of the season.
Well, Tyler Heineman had no shot here for a couple of reasons. One, the pitch was a tough one to handle, but 2, look at the jump here. Yariel is quite slow to the plate, and we've talked about this a lot in the past. Look at Yariel right there. He's tapping his chest saying, I missed my spot way over on the other side. So for a couple of reasons, no shot.
And Heineman may have tweaked something.
The way he had to twist and contort him there, he had to really get his feet stumbling a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Unless he felt something.
Like stubbed his toe on his left foot and maybe twisted or landed awkwardly, and definitely feeling something. Maybe that left side or back, the way that he...
Remember, it wasn't a few weeks ago that he had a little issue with his back.
Yeah. Says he's all right. Looks like he'll get a pitch or 2. No, maybe not. Maybe he'll get right back into it here.
Let's go, Blue Jays! Wish you all for being here. Much appreciated. If you want to around here, please hit that subscribe and the like. Much appreciated. Happy life with the road.
A ton of movement on that.
It took off.
Reynolds wouldn't chase it. 2-2. Missed again, 3-2. And this can be the issue for Yariel, the walks. He has already walked 1 here this inning. On deck, Marcelo Zuna. Grounded foul up the first base side. Adam Macko's been throwing. He's ready. Ozuna on deck is a right-handed batter. After that, it's the left hand hitting Spencer Horwitz.
Let's go, Blue Jays.
3-2 again. Ball 4, Heineman
Oh,
challenging.
he's walked somebody again.
Catcher is challenging the ball call.
He's already had one successful one this inning. Does he have another? He does not.
Calls confirmed. Toronto has one challenge remaining.
So the Blue Jays down to one challenge, and maybe more of an immediate issue is that there are now 2 men on for the Pirates. Pete Walker's on his way to the mound. Yariel is going to stay to face Ozuna. But probably one way or another, Joe, that's going to be it with Spencer Horwitz up after that. But he's got to find a way to get back in the strike zone.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, and it'll drive a manager crazy when you just can't find the strike zone, especially against a team that you've really controlled most of the afternoon here. Don't open the door for them by issuing the free passes, and now Yariel's done it twice. Ozuna had a very big hit in this game at the time. That RBI double in the 6th tied it before the Blue Jays added on.
Griffin at second, Reynolds at first, 1 down. Play on at second, and he sails it into center. So a throwing error on Rodriguez takes them out of a double play situation and advances both runners.
Pitchers will spin on this move, but it looked like Yariel may have gotten his feet tangled up. Watch his feet as he spins. Right there, he just was never balanced. And when you're not balanced, your arm trails, and you see where that he was lined up to throw that ball into right center field.
Boy, and before that, you get a ground ball at somebody with Ozuna being the batter. It's almost an automatic double play. But now things have changed here. Second and third, 1 out. And it's ball 1.
Pirates could go back into this here, Truck.
Nice backhanded pick by Guerrero. He'll take the out at first. The Pirates get a run. It is 5-2.
5-2 down then.
That was a trickier play than it looked like. He got a short hop over there at first base. Ozuna having a little fun with Vladdy.
And here comes John Schneider with Horwitz coming up. He wants Adamaco. So a bumpy outing again for Rodriguez. A couple of walks. Adamaco will try to minimize the damage with the Blue Jays now up by 3.
Okay, stay cool. Conference finals crunch time. Don't look at that clock. It took so long to get here. Why is my hand shaking? Hey, you good? Totally, except I'm totally not good. It's not just intensity. It's insanity. Lord Stanley, if you're listening, you don't want the cup. We need to bring it home.
You cannot script this stuff, and that is the beauty of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
In Canada, our future stars don't simply show up on the world stage. They are built from the ground up, right here in the heart of our communities. From a childhood dream to the national team.
Jacob Shuffle. Canada, let's open the footballing way.
We are Canada, driven by Volkswagen.
Las Vegas, where the house always wins. But which house? This season, we're going all in on Sin City, on Rock the Block. Building designers will renovate 4
Right, I'll mute the tele again. While the editor's on. Get copyright strikes, do I? As I said earlier, much appreciate you all for being here. Absolutely legends, all of you.
Back Czechoslovakia-born, Alberta-raised, a member of Team Canada at the WBC. If you were watching the games at Yankee Stadium, 3 really good outings. The first 3 outings of his Major League career. Today, Joe, he pitches for the first time as a Blue Jay here at Rogers Center.
And he's come on to try to get the Blue Jays out of this mess a little bit, hang on to this 5-2 lead. He'll face the left-handed hitting Spencer Horwitz. We've seen 2 good breaking balls from Mako, both the curveball and the slider.
This is upstairs, ball 1 to Horwitz, who is 1 for 3.
Fastball will be around 95. He's also got a changeup, but we won't see that, I don't think, against the lefty.
See the numbers again. Horwitz very limited at bats against lefties so far this year. Did get the start today with Corbin on the mound. Fastball in on his hands. That's fouled back, and it's 2-1. Jeff Hoffman is now up. So this is where Rodriguez's inability to get through the inning now. Mako is in, and Hoffman is up, and you start churning through more guys than you want to. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
I had said earlier that you're probably going to get Horwitz with breaking balls. Now, he just threw a good fastball at the top of the zone, but maybe that's why you come back with the slider. I think Horwitz's best chance against the lefty would be the fastball. So spin it.
The curveball hits Horwitz. And the inning will continue, and the tying run is now coming to the plate.
Just never really got a handle of it. Took off out of his hand right away.
Saw a deep breath on the mound there from Mako, trying to get himself back in a good state of mind as he takes on Jostenson Garcia, who has singled, struck out, and walked. Slider in, ball 1. Slider. Mako is still a 4-pitch guy, even though he has transitioned to the bullpen. He told me yesterday he can't just be a fastball slider guy. He needs to be unpredictable, needs to use all 4 pitches, really working hard on making the curveball and the changeup as good as they can be. Grounded foul, 1-2 as he stays with the slider again. Into it at the big league level. Some big spots at Yankee Stadium and a pretty big spot again here today. The 1-2. Little giddy up on the fastball at 96 there, but Garcia got a piece of it.
Great spot, too. Tyler Heineman wanted it up in the zone, and that's where he put it.
Looks like Davis Schneider may get a pinch hitting opportunity with a lefty on the mound for the Pirates. But first things first, Mako trying to make sure Pittsburgh does not get any closer. The 1-2 and a broken bat roller back to the mound and on to first to get the out. A big out for Mako. The Blue Jays take a 5-2 lead to the bottom of the 8th.
So Toronto lead by 5 runs to 2 going into the 9th inning here. As like I said earlier, much appreciate you all for dropping in. If you're new around here, please hit the like, subscribe.
Bottom of the 8th, it is 5-2 Blue Jays, and John Schneider's got not one but two pinch hitters coming up here with a lefty on the mound. Davis Schneider is batting for Yohendrick Peñango. First pitch swinging, line drive, center field for out number 1. Schneider looking back to see if he can catch the swing on the Jumbotron. Now Sisk will face Miles Straw coming up to hit for Jesus Sanchez. Sanchez, by the way, had a big day today. 2 for 3, 2 doubles. The double in the 6th inning drove in the go-ahead run for the Blue Jays. And had some good swings today. Strong pulls a ground ball to third. And is out by a half step, 2 down. Well, SGA and the Thunder are now up 2-1 on Wemby and the Spurs in the game for the Western Conference Final going tomorrow night at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on the Sportsnet. 5-2 Blue Jays, bottom 8, looking for their 4th consecutive win. Ernie Clement will be the batter. Ernie got in on the fun in the 6th inning. The first pitch he saw from Paul Skeens in that at-bat, pulled one through a drawn-in infield for an RBI single.
Those are those big add-on runs, one at a time. That put him up 3-1. We'll just kept building from there.
Gave one back in the top of the 8th, so it's a 3-run lead. Jeff Hoffman is going to get the 9th. We mentioned it before, but if you weren't with us or maybe wondering, Louis Varla 2 innings last night, so he is obviously down today. And it'll be Hoffman. There's Louis. Spencer Miles is down. Spencer Miles still sits out there, but he's kind of like a hybrid right now. Right? He's a reliever, but he's
Kind of fun to hang out in the pen, though.
Yeah.
Once a reliever, you know you're always kind of at ease.
Yeah. Mason Fluharty told me a couple of weeks ago that the one thing he didn't like about opening was then he was out of the game and he didn't get to hang with the guys down at the bullpen for the next 7-8 innings. So outside, it's full. We did not see Tyler Rogers get out at all today, which doesn't in and of itself mean anything, but he has not been up in the bullpen at all. Swing and a miss. Sisk will get Clement. So it is on to the 9th. The Blue.
That's it. You watch it. I think I'm going to end it here. Appreciate you all for being here. Salute to every single one of you. And I'll catch you all in the Arc Raiders fully special, fully, look. Yo, bro, if you want to give up, bro, give up, bro. But all I say to you, bro, just don't give up supporting me, you know, bro, because you've been around here for ages, bro, and I don't want to lose you as a supporter. Yeah, give up your YouTube if you want, bro, but generally, yeah, if it's not for you, bro, don't force yourself to do it. But I don't want to lose you as a follower, though, bro. Just hopefully stick around here and keep supporting me, bro. So like I said, I'm gonna end here. Right now, Blue Jays are winning. But I'm going to go and edit the Arc Raiders live stream ready for tomorrow or Tuesday. So there'll be the best moments, the funny moments, and the moments that I am embarrassed about in Arc Raiders. I will support you, appreciate, bro. So I'm going to go and edit that. I don't know how long the live stream will be. As I said before, that live stream will be a pre-recorded video on the live. Obviously, I will be active in the chat. Obviously, I won't be muted, but I'll be active in the chat. So if you want to tune in for the Arc Raiders stream tomorrow or Tuesday, I'll let you know as soon as I edit it. Yeah, I'll catch you all in a bit. Salute to every single one of you across the world. And I'll see you another time inside the CH Kingdom. Peace.